10 Most Weird Wedding Traditions Practiced Around the World. France, banging on the first night? This isn't the banging one would expect on their wedding night certainly. Friends and family gather outside the room of the newlyweds and start banging on the pots and pans. The couple has to pacify them by serving snacks and drinks. This weird tradition is known as Charivari. Indonesia, holding your pee together in Borneo. This tradition of Indonesia is bizarre on so many levels. The bride and groom of the Tidong community in Borneo are plainly restricted to a house or a room. They aren't allowed to take a dump or even pee for 3 days and 3 nights. Scotland, the Blackening ritual. This is weird of some another level. The couple is tied to a tree and showered with all disgusting things. And why do they do this to the couple? To see whether they are able to handle everything in a relationship. China, cry for a month before the wedding. Have you ever heard this? Crying means celebrating and anticipating a marriage or a good event. Apparently in China, people of the Tujia community start crying a month before a wedding. The female relatives of the bride chime in along with the bride herself and they cry out buckets in belief. Sudan, 2 kids before marriage. In southern Sudan there is a belief that marriage can only prosper when the bride gives birth to 2 children. If she doesn't comply with this expectation, the groom may as well divorce her. Sweden, kiss the bride or the groom. Now this is certainly strange. If in a wedding ceremony in Sweden, a groom leaves the room, all men gear up to kiss the bride, and if the bride excuses to use the washroom, then all women line up to kiss the groom. Africa, mother comes in for the honeymoon. Okay, this one is now really weird. Mothers or elders of certain African tribes accompany the newlyweds to educate them on how to spend the night. Germany, break the dish. When in Germany, the guests bring porcelain for the newlyweds, and guess what they do with them? They go berserk, break all those porcelain dishes and welcome them. India, the groom's shoe is robbed. Indians do surely have few rituals, but the one that they follow with great spirit and excitement is robbing the shoes of the groom. Well, in this ritual the bride's friends and her sisters tease the groom and bargain him for money to get his shoes back. French Polynesia, forming a human carpet. Compared to others in this list, this one is a mildly bizarre tradition. Once the wedding is done, relatives lie on the ground face down. And the newly wedded couple are expected to walk on the rug which is on top of the people. Wales, spoon of love. Just when you thought you were done with weirdest traditions of wedding, here comes the icing on the cake. A groom is expected to gift his new bride with a carved love spoon. Yes, you heard it right. A love spoon, which signifies that the man would never let his woman go hungry.